Okay, I was just given a link to view this one video, and it is talking about the largest, what is it called? Congress approves the largest military budget ever. We're not really seeing the game. Back in the 20s, when the last depression came, which this depression is going to outweigh any depression known to man in the past, it was very much a controlled depression. And we kind of said we set new guidelines up so this will never happen again. Bullshit. It was controlled, and it was problem solution again, where the solution was more war. We stimulated the economy by going to war, by destroying the planet. We justified how people can start new businesses, because there's so many different webs within war that you profit from. So it starts new businesses up if you fund war, and it puts people in college. It stimulates an economy to financially fund war. And there was two ways of pulling us out of a depression, and it was stimulus money, which stimulate by putting money into supporting war, and welfare. And what is welfare? And a lot of people have this really, really warped sense of reality when it comes to understanding what welfare system is. It basically is, there's criminal acts that we don't want to face. And as long as you destroy somebody's life, we'll put them on a welfare system. It is the hardest thing to try and understand if you view it from, you're not on welfare, you're judging people from being on welfare. But being on this system myself, it was because of crime. There was a hell of a lot of crime that was done against me by my government. We have no justice system. We have no medical systems, education, or media. Everything is totally corrupt, and it's the only reason I'm on a disability now, which I could have lost my mind, but I chose not to. Chose not to get into the anger of the establishment. Instead, just calm down, realize what's going on. Thank God everybody else is starting to go through the same thing as I'm experiencing. But while I've been down on this road, and your income is considerably less than when you were working and paying taxes, you meet other people that are on the system, and you ask their stories. You all of a sudden know different questions to ask. Like, what is your family history? What did you go through? What were your experiences? And yeah, it all boils down to, there's criminal acts, there's abuse, there's something going on with everybody that is dealing on a welfare system, that there is no support, there is no help. The medical systems have definitely not been there to help anybody overcome the being the victim of crime. There is no way of calling for justice, because they're criminals that are in charge of everything, and they don't want to get caught. So, most of the medical system that is out there is like cope and deal. Yeah, we know the system is all corrupt. Yes, we know everything is dead wrong, but you have to fit within society. And it's like, once you get the full picture, it's like I can understand why somebody would be homeless now. Why you say you can't integrate somebody that's homeless into the working force within society. I've seen documentaries where they've given some homeless guy $10,000 and say, here, fit within society, and they fail all the time. They choose to be on the streets. And it's because people that are homeless know of the corruption within our society, that who are you going to work for? When you find out that in every way, shape, or form, most corporations are involved in the corruption in one way, shape, or form that most don't see. And it's, people that are homeless, they haven't educated themselves to know the full extent of how large this game is. So they're stuck in the pain, and they're all hypersensitive to the corruption. So they may feel that, okay, I see the crimes going on, but if I open my mouth and tell somebody, they'll just say I'm crazy, so I'll keep my mouth shut and have some alcohol or some drugs to just ease the pain, because all of humanity is pretty freaking screwed up. But getting back to the point, that's why I'll put a link to this video. That's why you will never ever hear any opposition or media discussions about why are we funding so much money into war. Because it's stimulating a damn economy, and everybody wants the economy to be stimulated, and these insane people with their education systems that are so freaking corrupt that ends up giving them a piece of paper that says, hey, I'm the smart guy. You're actually the dumb guy if you have a piece of paper these days. And this is how they end up figuring out how to solve problems. We've got more than enough poison on this planet to kill us more than 9 times over. Every system is completely dysfunctional. And if we fund those solutions, if we fund technology that actually cleans the planet, that actually, look at it as this is hell on earth. And we're funding hell on earth. And it's causing debt that we will never ever be able to catch up on. It just makes no common sense whatsoever that you're going to put money into a system and you don't have money. And yet you're going to tell everybody budget your money and be responsible and accountable, but yet government doesn't have to be responsible or accountable. They're spending money that they don't have all the time, and we learn by example. So, if that's their way of survival, that's the only way we will be able to survive, because that's the network, that's the matrix that's going on. But if we chose to spend all of the money, that we don't have into, technology that cleans up the planet, to actually create a world of peace, heaven on earth, we would provide a lot more opportunities for everybody. Everybody be happy. If you've seen the bigger picture, it would mean that you work less, earn more, and enjoy your life a hell of a lot better. The path we're on is you're going to really hate your life. There's nothing good in destroying, and that's the mindset that we're at. We fund everything that destroys, and we don't even have the comprehension of fixing, solving, transforming. But yet it's more profitable. It brings a lot more happiness. It brings a lot more love. It would fix the whole friggin' planet, but you'll never see anybody talking about that, just because they're repeating the same cycles over and over again, and they don't know how to jump out of that. They got a piece of paper that says, I got an education, that says I'm smarter than you. Meanwhile, the guys at the bottom that are, homeless, it's like they see the system. They are the end result. This is one thing that I'm seeing is that democracy is like, how harmful is a democracy when, it's the, we're going to follow what the majority wants. So 51% of the planet right now wants war, wants destruction. 49% are getting destroyed by all of it. So basically what's going to happen is, the 51% are basically killing off the 49% that are kind of against it, but once they're gone, what's left? 51% of people that want war and destruction. Enjoy your world. If you're the majority that says this is the way it's going to go, you're creating your own hell. And while you're enjoying, killing everybody else and profiting and getting your big house and your big car in the process, you're going to be the one that's next, because evil turns against you. You may be profiting in the short term, but in the long term, it's about to bite you in the ass. So interesting video. Go have a look at it. There are better directions. Fund peace. Even if you don't got money to spend, like they're spending money they don't have on war, we can spend money we don't have on cleaning the friggin' planet up and being a majority, making everybody happy, not just the 51%. What is so impossible about making the 51% happy and the 49% happy and nobody dies? What a concept. But yeah, it's kind of a concept that's out of this world. You pretty much have to be an alien to understand that one, I guess. Peace out.